very good day everyone. So today we will learn on how we can actually prepare a dashboard in Power BI. So let me show you what are the files that I'm going to use today. So I'm going to use these particular files whereby this file is showing about the production of our products, and then we also have another file. We have the productions. So let me just show you. Okay, so now this data we do have like inventories for January, February, March, and we also have a dedicated file for revenue. So now let's have a look. So here we notice that we do have 4 different stores, retail stores like Kasing, Daily Bazaar, Hyper Corner, Quick Shop, and then we also have the production. So basically what I need to do is I need to actually calculate the revenue and also the COGS. Meaning to say, what my manager wants is basically I have a file dedicated for revenue, and then I have a file dedicated for productions. Okay, production, and I also have a file dedicated for the costing. Because what if you are looking right now here, this is the revenue, but this is not the total revenue. This is the quantity sold. All these products over here is quantity sold. So in this particular revenue, it doesn't shows the RM, it shows the quantity sold. And for how many? For 4 different retailers: Kasing, Daily Bazaar, Hyper Corner, Quick Shop. So 4 different retailers. And the interesting part is it is in several locations like Kuala Lumpur, Shah Alam, Georgetown, Johor Bahru, Melaka, Alor Setar, and so on. So basically 4 different retailers in separate worksheet, in different worksheet. And then we also notice that yes, it is in separate worksheet and each retailer has different location. Okay, so this is where things get interesting because we have a database for revenue which shows the quantity sold, 4 different retailers in different worksheet. Each retailer has its own location. And then for production, it only shows the quantity produced. So production is only showing the quantity produced, meaning to say, if you look over here, we have the date of production, the SKU code, barcode. Because if you look here carefully, when you go to the supermarket, every inventory, every units will have a barcode. So here they have barcode 1, barcode 2, 3 and 4 until the end, about 123,000 items. So this is for curry, instant noodles, 60 gram, and then they have a product code, they have a brand, and so on. So, and also they have several manufacturing plant. That means in Rawang, in Ruritania, in plant A, and they also have like several products. So what my manager wants, my manager wants to know is, my manager want to know what is the total cost, what is the total revenue, and my manager wants to know whether the particular products are making profit or not. Because over here, as you can see, we do have the costing. This is all the variant, this is the packet size, the packet type, the sub-product, the product category, the brand name, cost per unit, and selling price per unit. So my manager wants to know, okay, how much is the revenue, how much is the cost, how much is the profit, and what is the remaining inventories. So we do have like 4 questions. Number 1 is, what is the total revenue? What is the total cost? And then revenue minus cost is profit. And then after that, what is the remaining inventories? So I'm going to open this Power BI over here. What I want to do is I need to import my data. So first thing is I'll import the total revenue. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to go to this blank report over here. Okay, once I press the blank report, you will notice we will be navigated to this Power BI interface. So I'm going to click on import data from Excel. Why? Because I want to import from the revenue file. So the revenue file, if you notice over here, this is the file that I want to import. Where I save this file? Basically, I save under 1st January 2026. So over here, we do have revenue, and I'm going to press open. When I press open, you will notice a box will appear. So you need to know what is the worksheet that you want to choose. Apparently, since I want to actually compile all this, I'll just select one. And then I'll go to transform data. Why? Because I need to do data cleaning. So transform data. So once I click transform data, I'll go to this Power Query Editor. So when you go to Power Query Editor, we need to do some cleaning because our data is not structured. A structured data, a clean data should be something like this, or even like this. Means there's no space, there's proper formatting, and so on. So I need to go back. Okay, I'll just go to this Power Query Editor. I'll just press X, X, X again. So you'll go to the source. So make sure when you just select this, make sure there is no defined name. So what I'm going to do is I'll just go to this unselect all and select worksheet only. So make sure that it's only selecting the worksheets, and then I will expand this because in each worksheet we do have the table. So I'm going to expand this and I'm going to press OK. So what I'm going to do next is, okay, this data here, I don't need this. Okay, I don't need this. And then after that, I'll just remove the unnecessary column. Okay, so this one also I don't need, I remove. Okay, so since we are done, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to remove these unnecessary columns. Okay, Kasing, Kuala Lumpur, this is the SKU, this is the brand name, this is the product. So I want to fill down because here instant noodles for curry, tom yum, chicken, seafood. So I'll just select all this, right click and fill down. So it will fill down automatically. So what you're looking right now is, you will notice we do have all those retailers. This is the customers that purchase the company products. This is the location. This is the SKU. This is the brand. This is the product category. What I want to do next is basically this null I don't want. I don't want this null. I don't want this null. I don't want this null. So since I don't want this null, I'm going to do what? Unselect the null. And then press OK. So now the data looks little bit cleaner. But if you notice here we have January, here we have January. So first thing is I want the January to be first row as header. So you can go to use first row as header, or over here so got use first row as header. So now the January becomes at the top. This variant, this January I don't want. So I'm going to click this. I will unselect the word January, or I can just go here and unselect the word variant. Okay. So now the data looks cleaner. So here we have SKU. I'm going to select all this. And I'm going to press right click and unpivot other column. So now data looks clean. So over here I'll just change the name to retail. This is the retailers. This is the location. Okay, so we have location, SKU, brand name, product, sub product, variant, and this is basically the months. And what do I have here is quantity. So I'm going to change this to whole number and I'm going to put this as quantity. Alright, total quantity. Okay, so now this name, instead of Daily Bazaar, I'll put this as revenue. Alright, there you go. And I'm going to go to home and close and apply. So once I press close and apply, you will notice the data will eventually go back to Power BI, because it will go close and apply means it's like close and load. It will load back to the Power BI. So now we have